Hello, I'm Reed Willis, and today I'm going to show you how to hook up and launch a boat into the water. So this is valuable information in case you're ever on a lake day or on the ocean and your family or friends, they're not sure what to do. You can use this information to tell them how to launch the boat properly. So the very first step is making sure that the boat trailer is hooked up correctly. So the first step is to make sure that the tongue of the trailer is higher than the hitch. Okay, so now the tongue is higher than the hitch. So now we're gonna back up and go underneath the tongue of the trailer. This is helpful with a backup camera especially, but if not, then you can have somebody wave you and tell you how far to come back. So now that the truck hitch is right below the tongue, you just crank the tongue back down, making sure that the tongue lock is unlocked. Once the boat seats just like that, you keep cranking until they're slack in the wheel. Once they're slack in the wheel, you can release the trailer and mount it up like that. The next step is to lock the tongue. This is very important. You have to make sure that tongue is locked, and later we'll put a lock in there to make sure that it never unlocks. So then you're gonna hook up your safety hooks. Once your safety hooks are hooked up, you can now hook up your lights. So this part doesn't necessarily have to be a lock, but it needs to be some sort of a pin to keep this from rattling open and your trailer will come off. So once it's locked, you want to run a pin or a lock through this section so that it can't be released. So we're just going to lock the lock in, and now we're actually fully ready to go drive it down the road. So now we're at the boat ramp, and the first step once you're to the boat ramp is to pull off to the side and unhook all of your things that made it safe to go down the road. Now this can be different between boats, but on this boat in particular, I have a transom saver. So I will just take this off and then use the trim here to pull the transom saver out. So once the transom saver's out, now you have to undo these boat buckles. And then do that on both sides. And then once you've got that, then you're ready to go into the water. So another thing that is crucial to boating is that you make sure that your plug is in. And mine is already in, but this is the plug, and you have to make sure that's in or else your boat will sink. Okay, so now you want to make sure that you have a rope tied up to your cleat so that once the boat comes off the trailer, you can easily hook it up to the dock. When launching your boat, you got it in the water, your fender wells are just under the water. You're going to unhook your boat. And then step on. Now fire up the engine and go park it by the dock. So now that you got it on the dock, you can go pull up your truck or wait on everybody to pile on or whatever you need to do. So another thing to make sure of is that whenever you back your boat down, that if you have a kid with you, that you make sure that they're out of the truck, because sometimes that parking brake can fail and it'll pull the truck into the water. So make sure there's nobody in the truck whenever you're putting the boat on the on the trailer. Then you're just going to take your tow strap, hook it to the front, jack it up. So now that you've pulled it out of the water and you've gotten everything buttoned back up the way it was whenever you were launching the boat, you now know all the steps to launching and reloading a boat back up onto the trailer, and you can consider yourself a professional.